you how to set up Big Blue so that you can run programs that don't give you a way to exit them by pressing a button. See, like MAME lets you press the escape key on the keyboard, for example, to quit the emulator, and other programs have quit buttons or quit keys, quit functionality. But some emulators, like the Sega Model 2 emulator, that Dreamcast emulator with a weird name, I don't even know how you pronounce it. But those programs don't actually have inputs to exit the program. So the problem is like once you launch them, how do you quit them and go back to your front end? So this is how you do it. In Big Blue configuration, if you go into options and you go into control options, see how there's this option that says global input? Basically what global inputs do is it tells Big Blue that I'm going to listen for your inputs even when I'm in another program. Even when another program has focus, I'm still going to accept key inputs. And I mean, let me just demonstrate basically, how this works. I'm just gonna run Big Blue windowed so I can, show you this. Don't need to really hide the mouse cursor for this. Okay, so I'm running, Big Blue, in a tiny window here. So I can be outside of the emulator. I could be like this could have focus, for example. I had this other window focused, and notice how the Rampage monkey there is still punching, even though this other window has focus. So if I don't have global inputs, if I go into if I go into options and control options and I turn off global inputs, if I have another window focused, it's not going to accept the input. See here I have the NVIDIA control panel. See how I'm pressing the key, see nothing. But if I go back in here, then it works. So that's what global inputs do. Global inputs allow you to listen for inputs even when the program doesn't have focus. So if you turn that feature on, it means that Big Blue can listen for your inputs while another game is running full screen, while it has focus. And so here's what we do. Like say we'll take the Dreamcast emulator as an example. I'll go into my run and gun list and edit Dolphin Blue. So see how we're running the emulator binary. We're running it with these command line parameters. We're telling it that it's on Thomas Wave or whatever the hell that thing is. And this is the ROM that it's launching for that emulator. And we're telling it, force program to close when the menu or exit control is pressed. And see, it tells you it requires global inputs to be enabled. So when you have this, it basically means that because I have the exit key bound to Big Blue exit, this is the input that is going to effectively kill the current process that I'm running and send me back to the front end. So that's basically how that works. That's all you have to do. In any game that doesn't actually let you close it, just go into it and edit its settings and click that. But just make sure that you also have global inputs enabled, because if you don't have global inputs enabled, it won't be able to listen to for your key press or your joystick button press when when another program has focus.